Okay, the new assignment for the CCIE lab, it's a really interesting assignment. It's asking us to the OSPF reliable conditional default routing. It says configure an IP SLA instance on R4 to check ICMP reachability to backbone 3 every 5 seconds. And then says R4 should advertise a default route into OSPF, but only if the SLA monitoring reports its status as okay. So let's take a look at the topology that we have. It says on R4, configure the IP SLA on R4, right? So let's go back to our topology. Okay, where is R4? R4 is right here. It said configure the IP SLA on R4. So we have to assign the IP SLA to continuously ping this link to backbone 3, and at the same time advertise a default route to the entire networks. But there's a condition. It says as long as this link from R4 to backbone 3 is up, that default route should be advertised through the network. But as soon as this link goes down, it has to withdraw that default route from the network. So we have to. There are a couple of steps that we have to take. Let me bring up a note. Text edit. Where is my text edit? Okay, I'm gonna open a new document. 20. Yes, that's good. So first, we need to create. First, we need to create a prefix list and match a dummy route. Match a dummy route, and the dummy route is 160. It can be any dummy route, 169.10.1.1/32. And the second step is to create a route map. And match the prefix list, or associate the prefix list for the dummy. And then the third step is to create a track object, track round trip responder object. Fourth step is to configure static route and static route to null zero interface as an outbound, and associate the track object, which is going to look like this: IP route 169.10.1.1 255.255.255.255 to null zero, and then we associate it with track object. And then the fifth step is actually, you know what? The first step is to create a SLA, or we call it 1A, or we call it A. create the IP SLA in R4 or on R4, and then create the prefix list, create the route map, associate the prefix list, create the track object, and then configure the static. And then the fifth step is under the OSPF process. We do the default information originate, and then we associate it with the route map. So let's start doing it. We go under the R5, not here, under the R5. Okay, the first step was creating an IP SLA. IP SLA number 1, and then here we say ICMP echo destination for the destination is 204.12.1.254 from R4. So 204.12.1.254, and based on the source IP, which is 204.12.1.4. So here it was asking us every 5 seconds, right? So the timeout 2000, frequency every 5 seconds. Okay, now we have to turn on our IP SLA schedule 1, and then the start time is now, and lifetime forever. So as soon as we enter after this statement, we turn on the IP SLA engine, and then if I do debug IP ICMP, if I turn on the debug for ICMP, I'll see every 5 seconds that R4 is gonna send ICMP echo to backbone 3, and then it will receive. So it will show us that our IP SLA is working fine. So now the next step is create a prefix list and match a dummy route. So going to global config IP prefix list, I will call it dummy route, and the sequence number 5, permit 169.10.1.1/32. And now I'm gonna go on create a route map. I'm gonna call it match dummy, and here I'm gonna match the dummy route IP address prefix, and I'm gonna copy paste this name. Okay, do show route map. Yes, I matched the dummy route under the match dummy. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of route map. The next step was create a track object. I'm gonna go track 1 RTR 1, and then exit of that, do show track. I'll see that my tracking object is working and state is off. So now the next step here says configure the static route to null 0 and associate the track object. So I'll say IP route 169.10.0.1.1 with the mask of a /32, and then I'm gonna send the next hop is null.0, and I'm gonna associate it with track 1. As soon as I do this, the track object will go up. Well, yeah, it's up already, I guess. So now the last step is going under the router OSPF, and then assign this this statement originate default information originate. You know that by assigning issuing this command, the router will start, OSPF will start advertising default route to the entire network. And then you see that I have the option for route map, so I have to associate the route map. The route map name was this was the name of the route map. I'm gonna copy paste it here, and I'm gonna add the always to it too. So, and now to verify it, I will go to another. Let me bring up the topology. For example, I will go to R3 and I'll check if I have the on default route advertised. Yeah, as you see, I have the gateway of last resort, and then here I have E2 going to .5, go to router 5, and so how I'm gonna the assignment is asking me that R4 should advertise a default route into OSPF only if the SLA monitoring report status is okay. So that means if the link between R4 and backbone 3 is down, R4 should not advertise a default route throughout the network. So how I can verify this matter? I can go to the switch, or I can go to the backbone 3 router, and so since I don't have access to the backbone 3, I can go to the switch that has the connection between these. Let me find out which switch is between these two. Yes, this is fast 01. So I'm gonna go under the fast Ethernet 1/4, and I'm gonna shut down this port, and I will go back to router 4, debug track. Yes, I see that the tracking object goes down here, and if I go to R3, you see that the gateway of last resort is gone, and I don't have the default route into my routing table. So R4 actually withdrawn the default route from the entire network. So I don't want to explain what happens, and I don't want to explain you because it took me like maybe 1 hour to find out why I need to create a dummy route and why I need to assign why I need to do what I did. It took me like hour to hour and a half to find out the relationship between all these steps. So I'm not going to explain what happened. I'm going to leave it to you, so you can practice and find out, because if I explain it to you, you can't, it's from my perspective of view, but I want you to go and find out what is the relationship between the dummy route and the rest of the configuration. Well, good luck and thank you for watching.